This video is Pilates for lower back pain or can be used for anyone new to Pilates. Let's start in the neutral position, knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Start with rocking the pelvis backwards and forwards until you reach your neutral spine. Put the small of your hand in the lower part of your back. There should be just enough room to fit a small grape in between the lower back and the mat. Soften through the ribs, widen the collarbones and sink the shoulders into the mat. Now activate your core. The core muscles in between your hip bones. Draw them in to around 30% and hold the contraction and relax. Alternatively, activating the pelvic floor, contract the back passage as if you're holding in wind. Hip twist level 1. Heels together, knees touching. Control one knee out to the side. Exhale as you go out, inhale as you return. Make sure you're grounding the opposite leg because it's working just as hard to keep the pelvis into neutral. This exercise works the pelvis stability. One leg stretch, knees together, slide one leg out, keeping the foot in contact at all times with the mat. Exhale as you extend, inhale as you return. Imagine you're drawing a line in the sand as you take the leg out. Exhale as you extend, inhale as you return. Next exercise, you're going to combine both movements of hip twist and one leg stretch. Let the knee fall out to the side and slide it away. Exhale on the way out, inhale on the return. Try and keep the hips nice and steady. Imagine you're resting a tray of drinks across your pelvis. Scissors. Float one knee up into the tabletop position. You shouldn't be able to see your foot from where you're lying. If you can, reposition it until you lose sight of the foot. Using the hip, lower the leg down towards the floor. Make sure that static leg stays grounded. If feeling confident, float the other leg into tabletop and repeat again. Hug the knees up towards the chest to finish. Hip twist stretch. Take arms out wide like Angel of the North arm position. Glue the knees together. Take the knees over to one side, controlling it slowly. Keep the gaze of the eyes to the opposite side. Keep lengthening with the fingertips to feel a stretch. Make sure that you keep your shoulders down at all times. Abdo prep exercise works the abdominal muscles and isolates the core muscles that surround the spine. Interlace the hands at the back of the head. Exhale to curl up, making sure that the shoulder blades remain in contact with the mat. Remember, this is not a sit-up exercise. The eye gaze remains over the top of the knees. Exhale to curl up, inhale to return. Make sure that you're just using the core muscles and you're not pulling on the neck. Oblique prep. Again, interlacing the hands behind the back of the head. Let the head go heavy. No tension in the neck. Float one leg up into the tabletop position. Bring the opposite armpit towards the tabletop leg. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you lower. Imagine lowering the rib cage as you rise up. The movement you're completing is a horizontal draw, creating wrinkles within the t-shirt. Keep alternating from side to side. If you're managing okay with the exercises, progress to hundreds. Here where you're pulsing the arms up and down. Have a small bend at the elbow and imagine you're high-fiving someone behind you. Pulse the arms up and down, breathing in for 5 and out for 5. Add in an abdominal curl. Keep the gaze of the eyes towards the knees. Add variations facing the palms upwards towards the ceiling. At any time, if you start to tire, lower the neck back down to the mat. Mermaid stretch. Let's come up into sitting now. Have your feet off to one side. Continue with the mermaid stretch by taking one arm over the top of the head, holding it for a few seconds. Then reach that arm towards the front of your mat and repeat on the other side. Child's pose. To finish off, have your feet together, knees nice and wide. Draw the bottom down towards the heels and relax. Release all tension from the upper body. Take a few nice deep breaths in and out. On the exhale, slowly sink the body down in towards the mat.